Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Oakland Raiders. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return is Henderson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Detroit! Green throwing on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go!
Green down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. And here's Green. From the gun, he'll throw. He can run for it, and he will. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
1st down, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Evade and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Detroit! Now let's go!
Mayfield on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Philly, here we go. Detroit!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Smith catches left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Flush to his right. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Gone!
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jonnu Smith, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return is Henderson. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now let's go. Green.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On second down, Mayfield again. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and that'll bring up second down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney! Gun!
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. A first down throw for Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be able to get this up to about the 5-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Leopard!
They go play action here on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Taking it about the 36. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Gone!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Detroit!
He may try and run for this. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Lucky 56.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Todd Gurley taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And it's 15-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 1:59 to go in the first half. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland. We'll come back to Oakland after this. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
From the gun, Mayfield being chased out left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Flush to his right. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Detroit!
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield dumping it off for Johnson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Steps away to his left. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 33 yards. And the Browns... set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Green down, looking to throw on 2nd down. Look at the spin.
Balance.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. And here's Green, operating from the gun, forced out to his left. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
We got 4.
Green on first down. And he fends him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Green. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Gun!
Mayfield down. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
2nd down, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat.
Right, now,
this is 3rd and long.
Lucky 56. Gun!
3rd and long for Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Now Green, back to the air on 2nd down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return is Henderson. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, You need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that?
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun, Green. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Brian Body Calhoun. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return is Henderson. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
No. Check. Patriot.
Mayfield on play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Brian Body Calhoun. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Todd Gurley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return is Henderson. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with this?
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Yeah, baby.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Gun!
Throwing. Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They run with Thomas. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Now Green on 1st and 10. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Being chased out left. And to the left side here, Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Green. Throwing on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. They take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Gun! Leopard!
first down, it's Gurley. And an alley to run. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Todd Gurley with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down. And
that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Brissett sets to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. To throw, Brissett. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made there by Kamale Correa.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
59, Mike the 59. Target.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 35. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10.
Detroit! Hey, 4 down.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Gurley again here on first down. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Browns, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports. it.